So you now got the door card out. Yeah, as I said, it's just not quite up to scratch, got a few nicks and dings in it. You've got quite a nice little tear in the back of it here. So I managed to pick up this other one for free when I was getting some other parts. They were throwing it out, so I figured why not, and that's in quite a nice nick, so I'll just give it a bit of a clean up and then put that one in once I'm done. Dog's going off. So yeah, I'm going to take all my switches and everything out and bang it into the other door, but while I've got them out, I'll chuck them over here so I can still actually control my window while I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So I'll just get into that now. Alright, so we've got the controller out. It's just one metal clip at the front there and then falls out, and that bit wedging it in at the back. Easy enough. Now I just plugged it back in just so I can show you how these plugs get out, because they're all the same concept, but they're all slightly different. That one there's just a simple squeeze, and then that's just your mirror positioning controls. And then for the actual window controls, it's the big plug at the back, and it's just got that little bit in there, but this one's a bit buggered, so I just need to ram a screwdriver in there and wedge it off as you saw me do before. But again, that's easy enough. Now I've just got it plugged in so that I can control my window, and we'll try and diagnose what's wrong with this right now. So if you can see there, it actually comes in just below that plastic. Alrighty, so after having a bit of a play around, you can even just see that it doesn't go upright. You see the back just keeps going there, and it just rattles around. And another thing that I noticed is there's quite a big wiggle. So originally I was looking at it just being a height issue, which can be fixed by these little L brackets here. So you can just raise and lower them with your adjustable bit on the back there. So I had a crack with them and lowered them down so the window wouldn't go up quite as far, wouldn't get interference over here. Fine. Then trying to close it, because there's such a wiggle, then putting your window up, or closing the window, it leans enough that our little stopper, see if I can get the camera in there, so we've got another L bracket here, and then we've got that little stopper wheel down there. That was tilting enough that it was coming past that. See, the end of it's broken off now. It's coming past that and actually cracking off, and the whole window is on a big lean forward, and you're not straight up on a good time. So I put them back down so that it doesn't happen, but then having a look at why it wiggles so much. Actually, the window's in a good place, you can see it now. I might drop it down a little. So you can actually see there's a hole in the glass here. So in that hole is meant to be a little wheel that runs along this wheel race here. So that's something that would help stop the window rock back and forward, as well as guide it up straight so that it doesn't. Look at that, I can just, there you go. There's the hole there. There's meant to be a wheel bearing in there that goes into this. Whereas since it's not, I can just slide this window back and forth because it's only along the one rail. Yeah. So that's our problem. So we need that little bearing. So luckily enough, what I didn't say before is when I got my free door card, I actually also got a free driver's window with it, which is just peachy, because I thought I may have some form of issue. So you can see this is our wheel that hits one of the top locks. These two are our position hooks, and then we've got our wheel here, which is what we're missing off our other window. So I've looked at the two options. One of them was trying to get this off and put it onto the other window with it in the door, but looking at it, I think it would just be easier to swap this window into that door, get the other one out. So that's my next mission, is how to get the window out of the door. Okay, so after having a quick look, we've got the horizontal runner that I showed you before, and there's two bolts holding that onto the window. So I'm going to undo one, I can do it through this big hole here, and the second one I actually need to put the window down and get out this, oh look, that factory Kenwood speaker there. Get that speaker out, undo that bolt, and I can get that rail off, and then it will just be a matter of our couple of stoppers up the top here, and our two little adjustable L bracket position stoppers. So I'm gonna have a crack at getting those out. So I might go speaker out first, which is simple enough to do. Just another little plug and 4 screws. Again, make sure we don't lose our screws. Remember where you put the screws for which part of the job. Right, and I just figured, since you can't quite see it on the other view, is those 4 bits I was undoing up the top here. Number 1, I'll get that into a nice position. We've got this brushes along the window, prevents any damage to it, and just pinches it in there nice and tight, holds it in nicely. Let go of that. Then we have another one the exact same just in here, so that's just two big 12 mils, and then the adjustable slider, which I showed earlier, which is just our little L bracket with a little rubber stopper on there to stop the window coming up too high. Simple as that. Here a bit for our new window. Basically got our wheel on there, our 2 bits that hook onto the horizontal rail, 2 hooks at the top that I'll show you, and our white piece over here. Didn't take as long as I thought. So, next step, obviously I'm just going to want to put this onto the rail at the bottom. Easier said than done, apparently. There we have it. Now I actually found a new, slightly better condition one of these rubber stoppers, so I'm actually going to end up using that one. It's just a little bit nicer. May as well use all the good parts since I got them. And I'll just put them all in nice and loose for now. I just want to get them in there. As well as our other stoppers. Right, now two nuts down the bottom now. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to wait for some noisy bastards to go past overhead. So yeah, all I've done, put in our 2 golden bolts, big bits up the top there, and put in back in our small little L bracket rubber stoppers. And then now I'm just putting in the nuts to reconnect the window to the horizontal frame. Not too tight because obviously it is glass, but we don't want it tight enough so that it does hold on. Right, I'm happy with them. So I'll quickly show you what I've done. Right, put this back in. Should be a nice view down there now. And yeah, I just put it in loosely so I can still adjust it. Same with this bit here. Haven't actually put it up to clamp onto the window. This one down here and this clamp here. Again, I haven't put it actually clamping up against the glass just yet, but that's what it is for. And then put this nut back on. As I was putting her in, make sure that our wheel is on the pulley. And this one here. Beauty. Alright, the plan from here. Pray that it doesn't fuck up and hurt me. Alright, might have to actually turn the key. Figure out just where we need those stoppers. So, well, we've got it like this. Open it out. Push this up relatively firm to clamp onto our window. And what you can actually do is, since there's a flat surface on the bottom, use a screwdriver to hold it up as you tighten it in. If the screw's too loose, you get it spit out. Don't want to break anything. It's a lot smoother and a shitload firmer. Now I can tell already. Need our extension for these ones. Then I'll put it at the back here. Right. Is too low. Lift her up a bit. Tighten it back down. Same at the front here. Put them to max height for now. Just so we can line this up. I'm going to play around with this. It's quite boring. I'm essentially just going to crack the window up and down, adjust these as I need to, and adjust the window forward and back as I need to. Step one, which we can't forget, sounds, even though they're fairly average quality stock sounds, we still need sounds, don't we? So, put our 2 screws in the top and bolt in the bottom, speed that up slightly. blackbird. So I'm sure you probably didn't notice there, but I actually forgot that blackbird. So when I found that, put that back in. My rubber's actually ripped slightly, which is why it doesn't hold up quite nice, but hey ho. So reverse order, put the top on first, lean it down, and then we just want to clip our bottom bits back in. You can check that the holes are lined up. Get the container of nuts and bolts out, and yeah, reverse order. These covers can be painful. Colour, just little bits of trim, make it look a little bit nicer. And that's what we're really doing all this for, isn't it? Making it look a bit nicer. And there we have it. Secure window. That closes and lines up perfectly.